before we begin this review, I want you guys to say hello to my new kitten. I do want to thank my sister for letting me have one of her kittens. His name is Cyril, so say hello to him, guys. He's going to be a new cat, and I love cats. I love cats, it's good to have a cat, but we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. We're not here to talk about my cat, my new kitten, I should say. We're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. Nothing changes. Nothing changes with this show. Possibly outside of one different thing they did. They did one thing different, and that was basically it. I don't understand this company, man. You know, they had weeks after the holidays. You do all these tape shows, right? You do all these tape shows. You would think you would at least have an idea on what you would want to do heading into the Royal Rumble, right? But unless you're Vince McMahon, you don't know what you're doing. There's no excuse anymore. There's no excuses anymore. You can't blame the holidays anymore, guys. You can't blame the holidays. You can't blame Christmas. That's all done. Raw is still trash. Even with the slight changes they made, it was still trash. Because it makes no sense. I don't know how they keep doing it, man. I don't know how they keep doing it. So the show started off with John Cena. Well, actually, the show did not start off with John Cena. The show started off with a brawl between Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. And then John Cena, then after when the fight ended, John Cena came out then. John Cena mentioned that he's officially entering the Royal Rumble. Who cares? Then Drew McIntyre comes out saying that he's been waiting for this day for a long time. You know, I will actually say, the interactions between John Cena and Drew McIntyre, it was pretty good. I think a match between those two could be interesting. That could be a good way to solidify Drew McIntyre as a top guy. If he goes on to WrestleMania and beats John Cena, sounds like a good WrestleMania match. That sounds like a good WrestleMania match you could possibly do. But then we get a meaningless six-man tag. Now, first they predicted it was just going to be a tag team. First they predicted, okay, Seth Rollins came out and attacked Bobby Lashley, with Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush out there, before Drew McIntyre was about to fight Cena. And then I was like, okay, possible tag team match coming up. But then Dean Ambrose came out, and then it became a six-man tag with Finn Balor. So Cena, Rollins, and Finn goes to Ambrose, McIntyre, and Lashley. Boring. Boring six-man tag. You get rid of the six women's tags, because you can't do six women's tags anymore, that you're doing, now that you're bringing in tag team titles for the women, you can't do six women's tags anymore, but we're now bringing back the ever so famous six-man tags. We cannot escape the six-man tags, no matter if it's men or if it's women. We can't escape it. Yeah, this is definitely the change I wanted. Definitely. And it's sarcasm. It's sarcasm, guys. If you actually think I actually mean it. It's sarcasm. So John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose win. Curb stomp to Dean Ambrose. Then Seth Rollins tells Triple H that he wants Dean Ambrose. Triple H says, "You got it." So he pins the Intercontinental Champion, and he gets a title match. Okay. So that's all it took. That's all it took for the ruthless Seth Rollins to get a title shot against Dean Ambrose. Just to pin him in a random 6-man tag. Okay. Whatever, WWE. Whatever. Then we had Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan made his return, and he talked about, what's his name? Mean Gene Okerlund passing away. Now, I don't know much about Mean Gene. I know nothing about him. I wasn't alive during the generation when he was around. Like I told you guys, I got into WWE around 2004, and he was long gone by then. But looking at his past and looking at his history, I can see why a lot of people consider him as one of the best announcers of all time. And look, I'm not saying I don't care. Of course I care that he's no longer around. It does suck for WWE to see someone go this early in 2019. Someone like Mean Gene Okerlund. WWE can't even go through a new year. It's kind of like in Australia. It's kind of like here in Australia. Every single day, Australians die. Every single day, whether it's car crashes, people murdering each other. We can't have a year without death. And that's something that is really, really sad. Every country has it. Every day, someone's in a car crash. Every day, someone dies through a random person probably stabbing them. It's sad. It's really, really sad to see people die. And I do wish Mean Gene Okerlund all the best. Rest in peace. I hope you lived a good life. And you can finally have your soul rest in peace. So Hulk Hogan paid a tribute, and it was very well done. It was very well done by Hulk Hogan. It is good to see Hulk Hogan back. It actually was good to see him back. I don't know why people were outraged, because apparently I heard talks going around that fans were outraged that Hulk Hogan's coming on Monday Night Raw. I mean, I'm not gonna bother going through it. Like this fan base is. The wrestling community is just full of fickle idiots anyway. They have to find everything to complain about. There's always something for them to complain about. You can't be pleased. I understand you can't be pleased with everything. But Jesus Christ. It was good to see Hulk Hogan back. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus the Revival in a lumberjack match. I don't know when they changed this to a lumberjack match. But they did. And the Revival lose again. The Revival lose again. Why? And it was again by another controversial outcome. Again, it was controversial. Scott Dawson's foot was underneath the rope when Chad Gable got Scott Dawson in a roll-up position because Bobby Roode pushed Chad Gable to get into the pinning position, and Scott Dawson's foot was underneath the rope. And Bobby Roode and Chad Gable retained the Raw Tag Team Championships. I mean, God's sakes, I mean, the Revival need. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, I mean, why is the Revival... Hang on a second. I mean, I feel horrible for the Revival. I mean, honestly. It sucks that the Revival are in this state. It sucks. Why are they being treated like this? It's beyond me. They should be tag team champions. They should have won the tag team titles. There was no reason for the Revival to continue to get screwed over like this. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. WWE could either do one or two things here. They could either A, I think moving the Revival over to SmackDown could be an option, or the Revival leave WWE and they go to All Elite Wrestling. That is something that I could possibly see happen. But it looks like the Revival will probably get another rematch after what we just saw went down. After what went down, I'm pretty sure we're going to get another rematch. The Revival, probably this time winning the belts. Who knows? Baron Corbin versus Elias. I did not care for this at all. You know. So, I didn't care. Elias lost. Jeez, you talk about killing someone's momentum. Bloody hell, man. Elias is really over as a babyface, and you want him to continue to be over, not have him lose. I understand everybody has to win and lose, but to me it really didn't make sense for Elias to lose it. Unless they're trying to build Baron Corbin back up. Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar, I did not care for this at all. This was just, again, a waste of time. Again, this was a waste of time. Why did we have to see this? They didn't even meet face to face. It was more like face to TV screen. That's what it was. It was face to TV screen. But either way, this segment didn't help Braun or Brock, and it's going to make me care less about their match. This match was also a waste of time. Speaking of waste of time, Ember Moon and Apollo Crews versus Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox. Wow, this is certainly the change we all wanted, Vince. We surely wanted to see Ember Moon completely wasted. Seriously. I am sure that we were all on Twitter saying that we want to see Ember Moon in a mixed tag team match with Apollo freaking Crews squashing Mahal and Fox in about a minute. You're kidding me, right? It's a joke. Absolute joke. Ember Moon should be where Sasha Banks is and where Nia is, competing for the Raw Women's Championship. There's no reason for Ember Moon to be treated as a mid-carder. Unbelievable. I'm sorry if you hear that noise, it's just, my little kid. So, then after this we get the moment of bliss segment. Now, I want to bring this to people's attention. I don't care. I don't care if you people don't like Alexa Bliss, okay? I don't understand that. I do understand it. I don't care if you like her. I don't care if you don't like her. Okay? I don't care if you do. It's your decision. I have nothing against people's decisions. But this is more to the fans who liked Alexa Bliss that liked Alexa Bliss in NXT and on SmackDown Live, that now just downright don't like her, and they just starting to become haters. It's to those people who used to be fans of Alexa Bliss. So if you've hated Alexa Bliss from the start, don't worry. I'm not targeting you. I'm targeting the people who have liked Alexa Bliss and now they don't like her. By the way, people, I did mention this on Twitter. Just because Alexa Bliss has her own talk show does not mean it's showing favoritism. What about Roddy Piper's Pit? Did he get favoritism because he got his own talk show? The Miz has Miz TV. Did he get Miz TV through favoritism? Did Chris Jericho get the highlight reel through favoritism? Did Edge get the cutting edge through favoritism? Did Christian get Christian's Peep Show through favoritism? The answer is no. So to the people who continuously hate Alexa Bliss, you're just making excuses now. That it's becoming an excuse. Every single week, it's the same thing with you people. Alexa Bliss sucks. Showing favoritism. But I bet if Sasha Banks had her own talk show, you wouldn't be saying that. Guarantee you if Ronda Rousey had her own talk show, you wouldn't be saying it. But if Becky Lynch had her own talk show, you definitely would not be saying it's favoritism. Enough is enough. I will agree that it is getting boring to see Alexa Bliss as a heel, and it's the same old crap with her. I agree to that. But people constantly belittling Alexa Bliss, it's getting boring and it's becoming excuses. Because I hear people say, why do people hate Ronda Rousey? Oh, people are just making excuses why they hate Ronda Rousey now. It's just an excuse. Same to you. Same to you people. It's just an excuse to hate Alexa Bliss. If you people can't respect Alexa Bliss, then why should you even bother? It's getting to a point where even myself is starting to get paranoid and annoyed of the people that continuously say the same thing over and over again. Yes, I get it. Alexa Bliss is a heel. It's getting boring. Yes, I agree. I 100% agree. But do you have to hate Alexa Bliss? I want Alexa Bliss to turn babyface. I want Alexa Bliss to turn face. She desperately needs it. I will agree to that. This face turn needs to happen for Alexa Bliss this year. If that is your complaints about Alexa Bliss, then just say it. Just say turn Alexa Bliss face. I don't need to hear people say Alexa Bliss is garbage. Alexa Bliss is getting all the favoritism. She's getting her own talk show. She's getting all the title shots. I don't need to hear that. if your main issue is the fact that she's still a heel and she's still, and you want to see her turn babyface, just say it. If all those people that I've mentioned to you got their own talk shows without favoritism, then Alexa Bliss is allowed to have her own show. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. The special guest was Ronda Rousey. Lousy Rousey. And she starts saying, then she starts doing another one of her little speeches. And she says that then she goes on and says that one person that has inspired her for change is Sasha Banks, or whatever the hell she said. Something about Sasha Banks. And Alexa Bliss thought she was talking, Ronda was talking about her. Nia Jax came out. Honestly, I wanted to see Nia Jax just punch Alexa Bliss in the face. Just to get Alexa Bliss to turn face. I'll take anything to get Alexa Bliss to turn face. Random punch. Just something random from the heels just to get her as a babyface. So then Sasha Banks ends up coming out, and then she ends up challenging Nia to a match. Winner gets Ronda at Royal Rumble. Now, I posted this on my Twitter after this match ended. Sasha Banks got the win. I posted this up after the match that I made a prediction on what I think is going to happen at the Royal Rumble. We know Ronda is going to verse Sasha. Then I went on to say that it will be Asuka versus Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and I said Charlotte is... Christ's sake. So Sasha Banks wins. And yeah, so then I said on Twitter that I see Becky Lynch Look who's decided to join us. Hello, Cyril. So I said Becky Lynch. So I reckon Becky Lynch will win the triple threat, and Charlotte will win the Royal Rumble. And some people, well, at least in a polite manner, they're asking me why do I think Becky Lynch is going to lose. Now, I don't want to see Sasha, Becky, whoever is in the title match. They're making it sound like that even if they get a title match, they can still go into the Royal Rumble. No. If Sasha gets a title shot, Sasha's out of the Royal Rumble. Whoever wins the triple threat tomorrow between Charlotte, Becky, and Carmella is out of the Royal Rumble. No second chances. So if Becky wins the triple threat and does not win the SmackDown Women's Championship, that does not mean she can go back into the Royal Rumble. Once she's out of the Rumble, she's out. If she gets the title match, she's out of the Rumble. They're not going to give it to Carmella, because it makes no sense for Carmella to get a title shot. Then that will mean she'll lose her number 30 spot. Then what would be the point of winning the Mixed Match Challenge, getting number 30, if you're just going to win a triple threat match? Again, makes no sense. So Becky or Charlotte is going to win the triple threat tomorrow, and whichever one of them does not win the triple threat tomorrow, so Charlotte wins the triple threat, Becky is going to win the Rumble. But if Becky wins the triple threat tomorrow, Charlotte's going to win the Rumble. So that's what I put up on my Twitter. That's just what I see happening. And look, I'm not going to be fooled. I'm not going to be fooled like all these other people. I know for a fact Sasha Banks is not going to be winning the Raw Women's Championship. I know that for a fact. I want to hope Sasha wins. Yes, Sasha Banks is legit enough to beat Ronda Rousey, but I know it's not going to happen. It's just going to be a one and done, and that's it. Then Sasha's going to go back to being a tag team with Bayley. And finally, guys, the main event was Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship. Funny how I made a bold prediction on my Twitter saying that I'm calling it that Seth Rollins is going to win the Intercontinental Championship because of how they were building it up. They were building it up that Seth Rollins was going to win the Intercontinental Championship back. But Bobby Lashley actually attacked Seth Rollins, costs him the Intercontinental Championship. So now Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley now have a reason to feud, I guess. I guess they now have a reason to feud. The Falls Count Anywhere match was actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie, it was actually a lot better than their TLC match. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much my Raw review right there. The show still sucks. Not a lot has changed. They only changed one thing. They finally give Sasha Banks her opportunity, but she's just going to go back to square one after that. Bank on Sasha Banks to turn heel, just like the Bella Twins. Bank on. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining me for my Raw review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below as well. And I'll see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown review. See you then, guys.